Right then, hello everyone and welcome back to the Assetto Corsa Offline Championship. We are here for round number 11 of the 2021 Formula 2 Championship, the penultimate round of the championship, which will see us taking for the first ever time to the Jeddah Corniche circuit in Saudi Arabia for the first ever Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in Formula 2. Yes, F2 is finally back. The championship slowly coming to a close then, as we only have one round to go, namely this one before the season finale in Abu Dhabi. And just before that, we make a stop in another Middle Eastern country. For the first ever time, we go to Saudi Arabia and to Jeddah, as we have 18 minutes of qualifying on the board. And for the first ever time, you'll get to see a Formula 2 car, knock a lap out of the Jeddah Corniche circuit. So, as we're gonna get qualifying underway, I will take you through the track. So, the Jeddah Corniche circuit, located in the Red Sea port city of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, a track was opened in December of 2021 and only broke ground 9 months earlier. It is, I believe, a partial street circuit. I think some of the parts are permanent, while the other ones are just part of the roads that go through Jeddah. Might be mistaken on that though. Either way, the track was hosted, or the track was meant to host Formula 1 in 2021, and it did so, being designed by Carsten Tilke, the son of infamous Formula 1 track designer Hermann Tilke. And it has hosted F1 ever since 2021, hosted it in 2022 and 2023 as well. In 2022, you also had the season finale of the World Touring Car Championship here at Jeddah. But apart from that, there haven't been many major series to come here. Formula 2 does come here in real life, as it is a Formula 1 support series. And you also have the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East. And then, as I said, the World Touring Car Championship did come here as well. But next year, you're going to have F1 Academy, the GT4 European Series, and GT World Challenge Europe come here for its rounds of the championship. So a few more series being added on. But again, as this is a very, very new track, and since it is also a street track, it will have to be closed down for a lot of major series only. So it's not that weird that a lot of series haven't run here. Either way, the layout which we run in the Grand Prix circuit, one of two layouts of this track, has been in place since 2021, is 6.1 kilometers long, I believe, making this the second longest track on the Formula 2 calendar. It's got 27 turns and a race lap record of a 1:43.0. And, well, certainly this track is very, very interesting as well. As I said, 27 whole turns at this track. You can see it's a very, very elongated track. Lots of high-speed corners, winding left-right corners. Such a difficult track. Such a difficult track to nail as well. Rowan Shortanus has seemed to interrupt my track guide there, as he seems to have had an accident. And that's with his teammate. He's collided with his teammate Thunjatorn Konkum. That's not good at all. Carries on though. So, and he's hit the wall, and he's hit the wall again. Rowan Shortanus then goes off, and something must have been damaged in that accident between him and Konkum, and he's got some airtime as well. Sparks flying. That's not good to see. And, well, yeah, that won't be very fun between the two MP Motorsport teammates. But, yeah, this track, as I said, very, very long, lots of corners, lots of high-speed ones as well. This is one of the fastest tracks on the Formula 2 calendar, so we're going to get to see a lot of drivers try and push all the way out. And a lot of these guys are going to beat today because we could have a championship clinch today. Henry J. Brown has a 20-point lead over Ollie Boak, second in the championship. And, well, we'll just have to see if he is going to be able to extend this advantage heading out of Jeddah. He will be champion here today. But there is 6 other drivers apart from Henry J. Brown currently still mathematically in the championship. And the man who is furthest away in championship contention currently sits in P1 provisional pole. That is Michal Valiak, who currently is on provisional pole with a 141.336 from Gabriel Gomez in second, and then Jake Tilsley in third. Our championship leader Henry J. Brown sits in fifth, and the man second, Ollie Boaks, is down in P21. So not a good start to qualifying for Ollie Boaks. There's still 13.5 minutes to go, so the Red Bull Junior will be looking to try and find an improvement to get himself up there with Henry J. Brown. Got a few other contenders in the championship outside the points as well. Rodrigo Jimenez currently sits in 19th, with Adam Hidayat in P16 as well. Then Axel Socki is just outside the top 10 there, sits in 11th, as we're going to see Ollie Boaks now across the line. High Tech in the lead of the Constructors' Championship, or should I say Teams' Championship, by 1 point, heading out of Interlagos. They'll be looking to keep the lead of that championship here today, as Michal Valiak now goes across the line. That is a 141.324, so he extends his advantage over the top of the field. Good stuff from Michal Valiak, the Croatian, who's had a bit of a poor run of form. It's been a bit on and off this season. He's been showing very good flashes of pace, but ultimately has been struggling with consistency this season, as he's still looking to find his feet. If he just irons out his performances, if he just gets a bit more consistent, well, who knows what he's going to be able to manage in his racing career. As he currently is on a lap, he's being held up by the MP Motorsport car there of Huangming Nguyen, that is. You can tell by the Pepsi sponsor on the side pod. Socki has Equinor on his side pod. Valiak, though, is going to try to get himself ahead of Huangming Nguyen, though. The two are going to go wheel to wheel now, demonstrating the racing capabilities of Jeddah in these Formula 2 cars. As Valiak is going to try to go to the outside line through the inside. He gets it done. Good stuff from Michal Valiak as they scrap away a bit in qualifying now. We saw a great race in Porsche Super Cup here 2 days ago for the title decided, the season finale of Porsche Super Cup. That was very, very exciting. If you did miss that as well, make sure to give it a watch after Formula 2 is done, because that was a really, really exciting race. As Valiak comes in. Behind is Håkon Olsen. He comes in as well. He's not going to continue his lap. Jake Tilsley is in third. Good stuff from Jake Tilsley then, who scored a P5 at Interlagos last time out. So we'll see if he's going to be able to carry on that good performance here today, as Tilsley's going to go across the line, and that's P2. So Tilsley, with that lap time, gets himself onto the front row. Not bad from the Brit, who is P20 in the championship. He'll be looking to make a little bit of a late season charge to try and get himself up the order. Alex Luwan in fourth as well. Not bad at all. As I said, Kharuz and High Tech are in a team's fight at the moment. So Kharuz will be looking to get every point they can get today. And they've got both of their drivers P4 and P5 at the moment. So it's not looking too bad for them at the moment. Ollie Boaks is down in P21 with Rile Sundevik just in the top 10 as he sits in P7. We'll see if Ollie Boaks will be able to join his teammate in the top 10 then. He'll certainly be hoping for it, not only for the Teams Championship, but also for the Drivers' Championship. He'll be looking to get himself up there and preferably ahead of Henry J. Brown as he now rounds turn number 27. Let's see if Ollie Boaks is going to finish this lap up. I don't think he will, as he will come into the pit lane. And Boaks comes in after his first few runs. Hwang Ming Nguyen is going to come across the line. Let's see if Nguyen's going to be able to improve. No, he does not, and he stays in 20th. The man ahead of him in qualifying, but behind him on track at the moment, Rodrigo Jimenez there wasn't able to improve either. So he stays in 19th as well. And Rodrigo Jimenez, who is only 22 points behind Henry J. Brown, only a 2-point difference separates him and Ollie Bogues for second. So Jimenez will also be hoping to get himself into the top 10, as with this man who is still in the championship fight, Adam Hidayat, who is having his best season in Formula 2 to date, has picked up 2 race wins, and certainly would be hoping for a third this season, as we head into the final 2 rounds of the championship. Hidayat is going to go across the line then. Let's see if he is going to improve. The answer is yes, as he goes all the way up into P8. And now it's looking more like it for Adam Hidayat, a 141.7, so 5.89. He's only 100th off Ridley Sundevik in 7th, so not bad at all from Adam Hidayat, who now gets his trident into the top 10. And with 8 minutes to go, we'll just have to see if there's going to be any other championship contenders that will join him in the top 10. We're obviously looking at the likes of Jimenez, Soki, and then Ollie Bogues in 21st. We haven't gotten our answer yet. As here's Ide Veit. He's made a bit of contact with Håkon Olsen, but Veit has gotten himself up into P6. Good stuff from the Swede, who did score points last time out at Interlagos. We were looking to finish the season on a high at Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi, of course. As there with a big improvement, that's Gabriel Gomez. What a lap from the Brazilian. That's a 141.215. And the Brazilian suddenly drops Michael Valak from provisional pole. Great lap from Gabriel Gomez. And thus we have a new provisional pollster. Then it is the ART Grand Prix of Gabriel Gomez at the moment, who leads Michael Valiak. There's an improvement for Thunderthorn Konkum, and there is Michael Valiak back to claim his provisional pole, and he gets himself into the 140s as well. He's 3/10 clear of Gabriel Gomez. What a lap from the Croatian. And once again, Valiak, this is one of the moments where he really shines. Valiak hasn't, as I said, he's been a bit on and off this season, but when he is on the pace, he is nothing short of incredible. Michael Valiak, yeah, 140.909, currently is the only man in the 140s, so he's done very well for himself at the moment. But there is still 5.5 minutes to go. We're going to have to see if that time is going to come down further, whether it be from this man, Michael Valiak, or anyone else. As I've been alone for the majority of this session, but finally I do have someone alongside me, and it is none other than Giuseppe. Hello, Giuseppe, you're just joining us for the final 5 minutes of qualifying here at Jeddah. Michael Valiak has been on provisional pole for the majority of this session. Briefly, Gabriel Gomez just took it away, but Valiak came back with a pretty dominant lap time and now gets himself into the 140s. There's Henry J. Brown as well, getting up into second. That's pretty important as well, considering he could seal the championship today.
Yeah, I mean, hello, Miran. It's always a nice track to be at in Jeddah. I feel like it's the pace, which I already mentioned in the Porsche Super Cup commentary. It's just like such a quick track, and now we have even quicker cars on it. So let's see how the drivers will tackle the track. But Yeah, I was just busy playing one of a new game that released. I'm just not gonna say it because I don't want to advertise anything else other than ACOC. But it's been occupying a bit of my time. But now I'm here commentating alongside the one and only Miran FG. So let's see what these final 4 minutes bring to us.
Yes, it's great to have you alongside me in the commentary booth again. But yeah, we were talking about championship contenders in the top 10 at the moment. It is only Brown, Valyak, and then Hidayat in the top 10. So Henry J. Brown, I think even if Mihail Valyak does win this round, if he would finish second, I think he would be champion here today. So we'll see if we'll get any late improvements from the guys in the top 7 of the championship, and certainly they'll be hoping for it as well. But at the moment, Henry J. Brown would definitely be hoping for things to finish like this in qualifying and the race as well, considering he would be crowned champion. As we're now going to look at Ari Soilu. He's just going to make his way, well, not across the line, but into the pit lane.
Then we're gonna look at Zukaush because he's currently sitting in 14th. Can he get an improvement to push himself up to the top 10? Gonna see him come across the line. No, it's not an improvement yet for the Lithuanian. But he goes around for another lap. 3 minutes left. So I'd say the drivers that come out now, they have about 2 laps left. Not much time left until they can set that perfect lap. Because I'm sure there will be room for improvement. And Brown sits in a very comfortable position there in P2 right now. I think that's, apart from P1, the best place he could be. Well, duh, but you get the context of that. That's actually, we have, I think, Red Bull Academies. The Red Bull Academy fighting each other, I guess. That's Box, and I wouldn't know who else.
That's Sundevik as the two high-techs going at it. And this is not good for Ollie Bogues because he needs an improvement here. But you can see how much he's squeezing his teammate Sundevik. My goodness, Ollie, it's only qualifying. Oh, as there is contact between the two teammates. That's not a good sight to see. We had the two MPs coming together at the start of the session. And now we have the two high-techs as well. And that's going to ruin Bogues and Sundevik's lap. And now that they're fighting for a team's championship here, that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see at all.
Yeah, I mean, interesting situation, especially for Bogues, who is actually one of the title contenders from right now, and he's sitting in P21. He shouldn't be fighting right now. He should be looking to set a way better lap. He's in a 142s. He should be at least in the 141s if he wants to have a good shot at a better position, and if he wants to prove himself as a worthy title challenger.
Yeah, definitely. This is not looking good for Ollie Bogues at the moment, who finished P3 last time out at Interlagos. Will be looking to carry that pace through. As here's Mihail Valyak. He's going to be side by side with one of the ARTs as we head into turn number 1. I believe that is Jokuba Zukauskas he's wheel to wheel with through turn 2. This won't allow Valyak to get an improvement in, but through turn 3 he is going to be able to clear the Lithuanian, and Mihail won't be too happy about that, but he'll still be looking to try and extract as much as possible out of this lap, as there's about a minute left now. Tobias Schulenberg just went across the line there, wasn't able to improve. Here's Thunjatorn Konkum, who he was able to improve, in fact. What about Thunjatorn Konkum? Can he improve? As, oh no! That's the two high-techs in the wall, Bogues and Sundevik. I think they made contact again. And this is the worst possible scenario for the two high-tech cars. What has happened here?
You're not supposed to fight that hard in qualifying. I mean, what does that... I mean, I'm not sure if we might see a penalty from this. And oh,
no! What is really Sundevik doing? That is a major impact for Ollie Bogues. That was a super high speed, and it is very dangerous when the barriers are that close. Luckily, there was a lot of runoff there for Ollie Bogues. But what was Sundevik doing? You can see he's up and alongside here. He just turns into him. That is disgusting. And you can see it's such a major slam into the barriers as well. That you cannot do that at all. And that is...
Yeah.
And especially when your teammate's in title contention. What was he thinking?
I have no clue, but that's probably one of the biggest accidents I've seen in the ACOC. I haven't seen anything that big in any race.
Yeah, that is an absolutely huge accident for both of the high-tech cars. Really scary. I hope both of them are alright. but it certainly is not going to be a fun team briefing at High Tech Grand Prix.
We'll see if the FA hands out any penalties following that contact. Right now, we have no information, but we'll keep you posted, as we always do. But yeah, Tilsley, that did improve up into P4, so good stuff from Jake. He did get pole actually once the season, although he did then DNF in the race. So seems like starting from the front isn't the best. Doesn't give the best of luck for Jake, but let's see if he can turn that fortune around. As the checkered flag now has fallen, according to Assetto Corsa, it's 11 cars still waiting to finish a lap. And yeah, there's the confirmation. Sundevik has been disqualified from quali or the race. I'm not sure. We didn't really. I think I'm gonna say from quali for now. So that would promote everything behind him up one position. Olsen up into P6. Great stuff. Now we're looking at
great
Schulenberg.
stuff from Håkon Olsen. Now we're going to see if Tobias Schulenberg from 13 is going to be able to improve. Let's see if he is going to be able to do it then, as he's going to go across the line. And Tobias Schulenberg does not improve, and unfortunately he stays in 13th. Next across the line will be Jake Tilsley, as he is going to round turn number 27. And let's see if Tilsley is going to be able to improve with this one.
Yes, Brown comes to the pits. He's confident with his lap, so he's not going to go for another lap. I mean, I'd say as well, sitting there in P2 sounds pretty good to me. Now we're looking at Nguyen.
And Nguyen is going to make his way to the last couple of corners. Let's see if the Vietnamese man will be able to lift himself out of P19. As Nguyen is going to now make his way across the line. And he does not improve. He stays there in P19. Next up is Aaron Curtis at 17th. Curtis doesn't improve either, and the Irishman will stay in 17th position. Michael Valiak will peel into the pit lane, and he will be the last man across the line. So we're just waiting for the confirmation there. Is he the last man across the line? Yes, he is. And on pole position here for the first ever time in Formula 2. The second ever time in Formula 2, but the first this season. Michael Valiak is on pole here at Jeddah.
Yeah, and what a dominated. I mean, that was a one-man show essentially. Just Valiak there.
Yeah, it really, really was. We're gonna have to set up the grid now, as there has been an official verdict from High Tech Grand Prix and the stewards. Sundevik is disqualified from qualifying, but it doesn't matter, as neither of the High Techs will be starting the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix due to damage, and that is absolutely massive. I for one cannot believe it, but yeah, that certainly is going to be a major implication in the championship for Ollie Boaks and for High Tech Grand Prix, who are leading the championship. They've thrown it all absolutely away, and they will be scoring 0 points this race. And unfortunately, Giuseppe, I do think that is Ollie Boaks' title hunt over.
Yeah, I mean, right now he has to hope for Brown to have a disaster class if he wants to stay in the title challenge.
Yeah, he certainly will have to hope for that. Big shame for Ollie Boaks. That wasn't his fault even, so he'll be absolutely gutted with what's happened in qualifying now. Neither of them will be starting the race, and that will promote Adam Hidayat into the top 10. So we'll see if Hidayat could do anything there. Ollie Boaks from P21 was already a dismal qualifying, so yeah, I mean, you have to feel for the Brit, obviously. Just taken away. It wasn't a very good qualifying session. There could have still been some room for improvement, but the accident between him and his teammate just put him out, and now neither of them will be starting the race. So it is a huge shame for Ollie Boaks, but sometimes the world of racing can be cruel.
Yeah, I mean, and Brown is starting a very good position if you finish 18th. And looking at the other contenders, which are pretty close. Jimenez, he's in P20. Hidayat, he's in P10 now since Sunderbeek got disqualified. Seems like Brown, if he stays in P2, or even if he dropped to P3, he'd get the title here in Jeddah.
Yeah, he'll definitely be looking for it. But yeah, honestly, judging by how qualifying went, we had an unusual amount of accidents in the qualifying. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen in the race, but if things were to go like they did in qualifying, I feel like we may have a bit of an upset in the race. We'll just have to wait and see, though. I don't know what's going to happen in the race because, again, this is the ACOC and this is Formula 2. This is the series where everything, where the unthinkable happens, where you cannot predict the unpredictable. So we're just going to have to wait and see what the first ever Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is going to have in store for us, as we are here then. 20 cars on the grid. And just before we're about to get underway here at Jeddah, it's time to go through the starting grid then before lights out for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it is Mihail Valjak, the Croatian, is back and on pole position, as he is still in this championship. And accompanying him on the front row, it is the man who could clinch it today, Henry J. Brown, looking to be the favorite to win it here. Starts P2. Gabriel Gomez starts third. Great qualifying from the Brazilian as Jake Tilsley is in fourth. Thunjatorn Konkum is fifth, with Håkon Olsen as well. A great qualifying from him in P6. Alex Luan is seventh, with Ide Veit in eighth. Then it's his Carlin teammate Nikhil Walji in ninth, with Adam Hidayat rounding out the top 10.
This is at the top 10. We find last race's race winner, Harry Soilu, in P11, so not too far off the top spots. Let's see if he can gain some positions in the race. Then after him, there is Tobias Schwulenberg and Axel Soki. Then we find Jacob Zukauskas and Rosetta Martinez. We also have Aaron Curtis, Jean-François Bilot. Then we have Juan Min Nguyen, Rodrigo Jimenez, who's sitting in P3 in the championship, quite far below. Doesn't seem like the good starting spots for him. He'll have to make. He has a big road ahead of him in the race. And then last we have Roman Shotanus.
Yeah, and the grid is set here at Jeddah. Cars very, very tightly packed as the lights are coming on for 21 laps here at Jeddah. And we're underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Decent getaway from Mihail Valjak. Henry J. Brown immediately on the inside line as Valjak outbreaks the championship leader into turn number one to keep a hold of the race lead. There's Gabriel Gomez, could look to line up Henry J. Brown on the outside line there, can't quite find any space. He goes to the inside, but again, can't go wheel to wheel with him as Tilsley dips a wheel off the racing track as he tries to fend off Thundertorn Konkum. Håkon Olsen is in this battle as well as we all head through the first couple of corners.
Yeah, Olsen, they're very close to the back of Konkum. I don't see any cars side by side. Corrected immediately because Hidayat is going to try and move onto Walji. Let's see if he can get it down the inside. They go onto a very long left-hander. It's Hidayat on the inside. Can he clear him before the corner? No, they're still side by side. I think he has him now though. And see Hidayat up into P9.
Good stuff from Adam Hidayat, making up positions at the start. He's now got the other Carlin of Ide Veit just there, but you can see how he's reeling in that gap. Adam Hidayat, a man on a mission today. And we'll see if the American-Indonesian driver will be able to pull that one off. As there in the back is Nikhil Walji and Ari Soilu fighting it away. As Soilu's there on the outside of Nikhil Walji, heading into the chicane. It's Soilu on the inside line. Walji, though, is going to be able to hold off the Finn. And Soilu now is going to... He's now going to be left to defending his old Formula E teammate Tobias Schwulenberg, who gets him immediately. Here's Jake Tilsley trying to get Gabriel Gomez into the final corner. Doesn't quite work. There's so much going on up and down the field as Luan is fighting Olsen. Olsen goes almost into the wall there and loses a lot of space and time as a result. Here's Nikhil Walji going up against Tobias Schwulenberg. You can see how close they are. Look how many cars are going wheel to wheel, Giuseppe.
Yeah, and now we have other two cars going side by side. That's Konkum and Luan. Luan was trying to get the position onto Konkum, though has to back out. Also looked to be very close behind him there. As the screen has frozen for me, I'm not sure if it has for you.
It has for me as well. So I think we're getting a few. Oh no, we're back. Yeah, so it's Adam Hidayat. Look how close he is on the back of Ida Weitz, and he's immediately going to go to the inside line. Had a look on the inside. He's going to go there again, heading into turn 13, I believe this is. Yes, he's there on the inside line. Adam Hidayat going wheel to wheel with the Red Bull Juniors. They're side by side now through turn 14, 15, and now into 16. Hidayat's there on the inside line as they weave. You can see how close he is. Hidayat almost goes off the track, but he is going to get the move done. And up into 8th, Schwulenberg goes through up into 9th, and he might get Hidayat for 8th as well as he goes wheel to wheel with the American now. The two side by side. Schwulenberg's going to try to get this one done. It could be a double overtake for the German, but Hidayat's going to try to defend to the best of his abilities, and he does defend from Tobias Schwulenberg. Good stuff from Adam Hidayat. He is looking very, very good on pace right now.
He's trying to make up as much position as he could. I mean, mathematically, he is in a championship fight, although right now he's been losing out too many points to Brown, as Brown is sitting in second. Although that's, I think Hidayat and Schwulenberg, yeah, fighting once again. Schwulenberg might get P8 back. Gonna see if he can do that. He squeezes him onto the inside. Not too much though, leaving the respect between the two. So a lot of cars going side by side in the back. I mean, this is crazy. I can't even keep up. Schwulenberg on the outside. Oh, and there's contact as well. But there is to move on to 8th.
Yeah, there was contact between Hidayat and Schwulenberg. He put way too much of a squeeze on Hidayat, in my opinion. But now Hidayat is left defending against Ida Weitz again. Weitz doesn't quite get it. Gets a poor run out of the chicane, and that could allow Nikhil Walji's teammate to try and close in. We're looking at Ari Soilu, who in fact is closing in to Nikhil Walji, as Mihail Valyak has now set the fastest lap of the race. So he's trying to pull a gap over Henry J. Brown, but Brown isn't looking too bad on the pace either, as he is only 5/10 off Mihail Valyak. Here's Ari Soilu though to the inside line of Nikhil Walji. He's going to try to drop the Canadian even further as the two go wheel to wheel now. As Soilu's going to be on the inside line, quickly turns to the outside line. He's going to try to get it done there. Dips a wheel into the grass, or not the grass, sorry, but the well, off the track. But he is through and up into 11th. Here's the battle for the lead though, Giuseppe.
Yeah, Brown now is looking very close. Mihail Valyak, he could put even a more of a statement to championship rivals and overtake Valyak for P1. Let's see now, around the outside will he go? Valyak's trying to defend, pressuring him onto the outside as much as he can. Trying to give him the worst offline, but Brown handles that well. Gets a good exit. Now heading down onto the straight and soon enough into the first turn. This drag race essentially, as Brown is now in the lead momentarily, although Valyak will have the inside line. Let's see how they line up for the first corner. Oh, there's contact. Touch. I think though Brown will get the move.
Yeah, Brown is going to get it, and he's going to go up into the race lead. Henry J. Brown takes the lead of the race. The man from Portugal, determined to take the championship win here at Jeddah, and now he leads the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. There was contact, though. I'm not sure if you can put you can point fingers at anyone there, but Henry J. Brown, they did make a bit of contact, but still he goes through into the race lead.
And Brown now is, well, who can stop him now? I mean, he'd surely be winning the championship right now as the best case scenario for him. Now we're looking at this big midfield battle. Now Curtis is going to go down the inside of Walji. Walji seems to be losing any position today, honestly. Curtis now down the inside. Can he get the move down or will Walji defend? Seems like Curtis has got it round the outside. Now he's behind his teammate.
Yeah, as we go a bit further up the field. Here's Tobias Schwulenberg. He's enjoying a pretty good charge through the field as well as he's chasing down Konkum for 7.
Yeah, Konkum actually, who lost a fair amount of positions actually in the first lap. Now we're going to cut back to a very interesting battle here. Curtis, that's Zhukauskas and Walji. I'm sorry. Walji has lost another position. He's now in 14th. Absolutely not. Walji staying. Now Luan is going to go down the inside of Tilsley. Down the inside he goes. Tilsley started 4th. He's now going to drop one position. And Luan gets up into P4. Great stuff. A lot of racing today. I really can't keep up. But this is why we love Jeddah. At least I do. Konkum now. And Schwulenberg fighting. Can Schwulenberg get 7th? He's really on a charge today. Konkum's going to defend. We cut back to this battle for P4 as Tilsley now has gotten back onto Luan. Oh, seems like they could touch there. But no, they do not touch. And Luan manages to keep the P4 he just gained.
Yeah, good defense from Alex Luwan. He is really having a good race today as well, Alex Luwan. At the moment, what a weekend for him so far. As here's Jacobo Zukauskas, he gets past Aaron Curtis. Rosetta Martinez is trying to get himself out of last place. He's chasing out Rodrigo Jimenez, having a look on the inside of the Brazilian. Doesn't quite work for him. So we look at Håkon Olsen. He could drop Jake Tilsley another one, or another position, and we'll see if he is going to be able to do that.
Look at this now. Adi Soilu could get himself up in the top 10. If he overtakes Weitz here around the outside, can he get the move done? Seems like the outside actually can work in this corner. And it has once again, or has it? Because Ide is still there. Although I think Soilu put a good squeeze there onto Ide. Now he's up into 10th. Another battle here. Valji is going to lose another position. He was in 11th or 10th some laps ago. And now he's in 15th. Now looking at Olsen overtaking Tilsley. Tilsley losing positions as well. As they're side by side, but no, Tilsley gets the position back. He's not dropping any further positions, or at least he wouldn't like to do so. But Olsen is looking very hungry at the back of that Trident. As well, it's gonna head down the inside. Let's see if it's the better line. Who will get the better exit now out of the last turn 27, and now heading onto the straight. It's a drag race down the first corner.
Yeah, this is a great battle we're being treated to. Olsen with the DRS is going to try to punch his way. He's going to try to punch his way past Jake Tilsley. Getting my words mixed up as Olsen's there on the inside. There's a bit of contact. There's contact again, in fact. They touched 2 times in 2 corners, and that's going to ensure that they're still wheel to wheel. And Tilsley's going to controversially keep that position.
Look at that, another battle below against Nguyen on the touch as well. Seems like drivers really don't like picking a line into the first turn. I think Nguyen got the position on below, and now Martinez is pressuring below for P18. Below losing all kinds of positions. Below really hasn't been the same since those 2 rounds he won in Britain and Hungary, and now he's sitting there in 18th, losing positions. Walji, who actually lost the position as well, he's now in 16th. We didn't look at that battle, but Walji's been losing any kind of position as well. I don't know what's happening to the Canadian today, but he has to get some pace back. Now Olsen is gonna go for round 2 with Jake Tilsley.
Yeah, and he'll try and get it done fair and square. As you can see, he's properly in the slipstream now. He's going to go to the inside line, in fact, already of Jake Tilsley, as they will go side by side now. Olsen's going to try to get this move done as we now head through turn 23 and 24, I believe this is. And now then through turn 25, Olsen is quite able to do it, but he's going to have the DRS to go to the outside line. Tilsley shuts the door. Olsen goes to the inside line instead through turn 26. Tobias Schulenberg's closing in on these two, so they're going to have to watch out for any mistakes as we headed through turn 27. Olsen there on the inside line, Tilsley on the outside, as they're going to be wheel to wheel through the straight. Tilsley puts the squeeze on the Norwegian as Jake's going to have the slipstream as well. Schulenberg is there. There's been an accident. Oh, that's Aaron Curtis facing the wrong way. What's happened to Aaron Curtis?
That's a big pileup as well. Let's see here. Okay, Curtis. Oh, it's a free ride situation between Soki, Weitz, and Curtis. And Soki tags Curtis and they go into the wall. Shopton is left with nowhere to go. And yeah, there's gonna be a red flag.
Red flag.
Let's see how race control now handles the situation. It's a pretty difficult one, as we're a bit into the race as well. It's not the first lap.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting now because the field will be neutralized. Drivers will be able to make well, they'll be able to get a new fresh set of tires. So this could potentially change the playing field for a lot of drivers, because this could mean that some drivers will get, well, maybe not get their pace back, but I think you get me. Just that a few drivers will be able to see this as a clean blank slate to start over again.
Yeah, let's see as we're gonna cut down some laps. I'm pretty sure. Curtis and Soki have DNF, by the way, from the Grand Prix, so we'll have 18 runners. Seems like we're just excluding people minute by the minute, as it first was the 2 high-techs, and now it's, of course, Curtis and Soki after the accident. So let's see. Of course, now the drivers have a bit of, I guess, a bit of a moment to refresh, and then let's see how they head into the race. Maybe we might see a lead change, as they're now it's back to square one essentially with a few less laps. But yeah, let's see how the drivers will handle the situation.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to talk about the championship, because if things would finish like this, Giuseppe, that means that Henry J. Brown would be champion. He'd have a 45-point lead over Ollie Boaks, which would be crazy. So we'll have to see, honestly, how this is going to play out. There's going to have to be an absolute miracle for Henry J. Brown not to win it at the moment, because he just looks so strong. He looks so strong at the moment in this in these past 7 laps. But I don't know. Could things change in the red flag? Could that pace just suddenly disappear? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yes, the drivers only hope for Brown not to, well, win the championship essentially would be for him to score no points. I think that's what they're hoping for, but I don't think Brown is really keen for doing that. He's not going to be that nice. That's the right mentality. But right now, to inform you, if the race had ended like this, Brown would have been world champion. Or is it just champion in Formula 2? I mean, they don't visit all countries, continents, do they? But it doesn't matter. He will be the champion. Although now we get a fresh start, and the race isn't over yet. Far from it. So let's see what awaits us.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting to see. It's again not all. It's again not very often you do have a red flag in Formula 2. Either way, we're gonna get underway for the start again. Then 18 cars now lining up for the restart as the lights are coming on. Henry J. Brown now starting first as we're gonna get ready to go green again. And we're underway again here at Saudi Arabia. It's a good launch from Henry J. Brown. He's going to cover off Valyak into turn number 1. No problems there for Henry J. Brown. Luan gets himself up into third ahead of Gabriel Gomez. Good stuff from Alex Luan. Here's Jake Tilsley then fighting it away with Tobias Schwulenberg as we're going to head through the first couple of corners now. Here's Hidayat fighting Håkon Olsen for 7th. Olsen trying to hold him off, and he does so. Hidayat looking to come under pressure from Thunetord Konkum now.
Then we cut back to a bit further down the pack. Soilu is pressuring Zukauskas. Let's see if he can get that move up to P10. He's looking very close. Will he line it up down the inside, down the outside? We'll have to find out. No, stays behind, although Martinez is trying to move for the penultimate place onto Nguyen. Let's see if he can get 17 from the Vietnamese. Filipino driver will get the position and is now pressuring Jimenez already.
Good stuff from Rosetta Martinez. Then as he gets himself out of last place, here's Alex Luan. He's going to go to Mihail Valyak for 2nd. What is this pace from Alex Luan today? As he's going to go up and alongside the Croatian Mihail Valyak. And this is the last thing that Valyak needs. On the outside, though, he does hold the Carouge driver off. As Gabriel Gomez is going up and alongside Jake Tilsley there, trying to hold him off and trying to keep his P5 as he himself is trying to look at Alex Luan. Gomez moving absolutely everywhere as Luan is having a look on Valyak. Gomez goes down the inside of Alex Luan heading into the final corner. The two are going to be wheel to wheel as Luan runs wide, and that's going to see Tilsley maybe trying to launch an offensive onto the Vietnamese driver for P4 as Gabriel Gomez gets his 3rd place back and could even slip up into 2nd as he's here on the inside line. 3 wide in the background as Schwulenberg's there on the inside line. Is this going to end well? There's a lot of contact there between these 3. They've somehow not ended up going off the track. They still somehow went wheel to wheel, but it is Gabriel Gomez there, or sorry, Jake Tilsley, who does hold ahead of Olsen and Schwulenberg.
I mean, that was a pretty interesting battle there, and now Gomez is the new driver in P3. He's gonna chase now after Valyak, but all that fighting has allowed Brown to fly away. It's a 2-second gap already.
Yeah, Brown, he hasn't let that restart pressure get to him at all. He's absolutely, as you said, checked out. 2 seconds clear of Mihail Valyak in 2nd. So now Valyak is just going to have to focus on knocking those laps in to try and close in on Henry J. Brown. So we'll see if Valjac's going to be able to do that. As here's Gabriel Gomez. He's going to go on to Mihail Valjac. This is not what Valjac needs. Gomez, though, is going to try to get this second away from Henry J. Brown. As the two are going to go wheel to wheel now. Heading through turn number 22. Gomez is there on the outside. Valjac tries to hang on, but he can't hang on for long. As Gabriel Gomez gets himself up at the second.
Yeah, great move by Gomez there. Now Luan wants to get himself back on the podium. Valjac is getting pressure from everyone. Now it's a question of who is he's getting pressured by, as now Luan will go around the outside. Valjac defending well, but I think it's going to be another drag race now, isn't it? As they will head now onto the straight for lap 3. It is. Let's see who will get the better of the two. Luan seems to be a bit further ahead. Valjac though down the inside. It's a bit of contact. They touch a little bit. But Luan gets the move up into P3, and now Valjac is getting pressured by Tilsley.
And this is a nightmare for Mihail Valjac. He did not take this red flag restart well at all. He's now down to 5th. It's looking absolutely horrible as Ari Soiler's dropped a number of positions. What's happened to the Finn? Oh, there's been contact. He's side by side with Nikhil Walji. Walji doesn't leave him any room, it looks like, and Soilu lets a number of cars pass. That's not good for Ari Soilu, as there's Rowan Shotanis to the inside line, and the Finn could lose another position, but Soilu does defend from Rowan Shotanis. No, not quite. He's still there on the inside line, and Shotanis does get through.
Yeah, Soilu was actually running well near the points, I'm pretty sure, before now the contact happened. Martinez now is gonna go into Soilu though down the inside.
Oh yes, as Soilu's trying to use all the space available to him there, as the two are going to go wheel to wheel. Martinez is there on the inside line. Soilu tries to hang it off on the outside. Martinez gets it done, and now Soilu could be dropped all the way down to last, as Hwang Minh Nguyen's going to get past the Finn. Round the outside line goes Hwang Minh Nguyen, and unfortunately Ari Soilu goes down to last as a result of that sequence.
Yeah, unfortunate for Soilu there. He was actually running a pretty solid race. Now we're looking at the battle for 5th. Valjac, Olsen, Schwulenberg is a freeway battle. Olsen wanted to go around the outside, but now he's going to decide for the inside instead. Schwulenberg there lurking, trying to find the perfect gap. But now it's Valjac v Olsen. Let's see. I think Olsen might actually get it before the corner, though Valjac has set himself up for a good exit. So let's see now. Heading down the straight and into turn 1. Valjac, I think, has the DRS as well. And he actually clears it before the corner. Gomez fastest lap, by the way, just gonna put it on the side as they touch a little bit. But Valjac keeps the position from Olsen, and now Olsen could find himself pressured by Schwulenberg. No, I'd say it's a pretty comfortable gap there for now. But yeah, there's the battle coming to a close.
Yeah, Valjac, lucky that he got the DRS down the start-finish straight there. So it was able to help him to retaliate against Olsen there. So good stuff from Mihail Valjac, and again we'll see if Tobias Schwulenberg can do anything. At the moment he might have Adam Hidayat trying to go up another position. We'll see then, as here's Jokubas Zukauskas and Thundertorn Konkum going wheel to wheel. Zukauskas on the outside through turn 14, I believe that is, gets it done. So here's Martinez looking to get another position up into 15th. Goes Rosetta Martinez.
Yeah, great move there. Look, Gomez wanted. Oh, I'm gonna cut myself off there. Wanted to say something, but Olsen is not gonna try and go down the inside, which then turns to the outside against Mihail Valjac. Although now he finds himself under pressure from Schwulenberg. No, he had a bad exit, so Schwulenberg could find himself getting overtaken by Hidayat. Although we're gonna look at Olsen v Valjac first. Let's see. Olsen is around the outside. So now they head into the last corner. And then down the straight. We've seen this many times before. Who will come out victorious though? As they now head down the straight. Coming onto lap 5. Who will get the better of the two into the first turn? Just gonna find out soon. Schwulenberg and Hida fighting in the background as well. Now they head into the corner. Contact I've seen often.
Oh no! And Valjac almost went round there. They did make contact. I think Olsen clipped the rear wheel of Mihail Valjac. And it's just going all wrong for the Croatian. It's going really wrong. Oh, sparks flying. I think, is there damage to the Croatian? There very well might be, as he's into the wall. Big contact for Valiak. He's still going somehow, but there's going to be major damage to that car. There's cars absolutely everywhere behind him. You can see he's going off the track, and this is not looking good for Michael Valiak.
There's a lot of damage to his car. He can't keep a straight line there. He's absolute. Our race was lined up to go so well. Now he's losing any kind of position. He's going very off the track, and he's and that's hard into the barrier. Oh my days, that's a hard impact for Michael Valiak, and he's out of the race, I'm pretty sure. I really hope he's okay there.
Massive, massive impact into the barrier for Michael Valiak. That is not what you want to see, but he is out of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. There's more incidents. That's Jean-Francois below, who makes contact with the barriers. His car sent airborne for a while, and that's going to be big damage to Jean-Francois below as well. Hopefully we don't get a repeat of Michael Valiak, but Valiak is out of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The man who started on pole today will not be scoring any points, and that's absolute heartbreak for Michael Valiak. That's not what you want to see.
I don't know if you can maybe see a replay of that afterwards, but now we're going to focus on the racing. Martinez now, few tires behind him, below him, Nguyen. Below will go down the inside for a move for 13th, although he's getting pressured by Nguyen as well. It seems like nothing changes there. Shotanos will try and now pressure Nguyen. It's two separate battles which are going to end up in the first turn. Let's see, as they're kind of parallel side by side. I don't know, it's kind of mesmerizing, but we go into the first turn. Oh, I'm always scared they're gonna have contact, but this time around I think it was pretty clean. Although the positions stay the same. Yeah, they do stay the same.
Yes, here's Nguyen. I think he got past Rowan Shotanos, so he stays where he is. Here's Ida Weitz trying to get himself into the points. He's chasing down Thunyatorn Konkum for 10th. As did we miss Gabriel Gomez taking the race? I think we did. Yeah, Gabriel Gomez is leading the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We've completely missed that, have we? Because I don't remember seeing it.
Maybe we can get a replay of that afterwards, because we would like to see the battle, what happened there. But nonetheless, breaking news is Gomez is now the race leader. Although Brown, I think, is not too bothered by that. I mean, he'd like to get a race win, but right now all his competitors seem to be in the worst possible situation. Now we're looking at Weitz and Konkum fighting.
Yeah, as Weitz then goes around the outside of Thunyatorn Konkum, and he gets through on the Thai driver and up into 10th and into the points goes Ida Weitz. As here's Tilsley and Luan now fighting for the last step of the podium. Tilsley's there on the inside line with the DRS. He's going to allow himself to edge ahead into turn number 1, and he is going to get it done before the corner. Going a bit further down the field, Thunyatorn Konkum hungry for revenge onto Ida Weitz. He has the DRS into turn number 1. Weitz is going to have to try to go the long way around into the first corner. It's going to be gifted the inside through turn number 2. Heading into turn 3 now. Weitz pulls off a very nice defensive maneuver.
You know, Jimenez is trying to fight Konkum. Trying to get another place from Thai driver, although to no avail. And now Martinez is pressuring him.
Yeah, Rosetta Martinez, who's been on quite the charge this race, now up into 13th. We'll see if he'll be able to do anything. Martinez, who I believe started P20? I'm not sure. If we could get the position gains up on the screen, that would be pretty handy to see who has gained what. Either way, Jimenez then looking to get Thunyatorn Konkum for 11th. Could some points still be on the table for the Brazilian here?
Let's see now, as Jimenez is going to try and go down the inside. Although on this track, inside turns into outside, then into inside once again. Now it's in the outside and then the inside. And Jimenez gets the move done, and now Konkum is under pressure from Martinez. Let's see though here the battle between Valji and Zukauskas. Seems like Valji actually got the move before the corner, as he was in 9th. Now he's up into 8th. Battle for P3 though, look at this. It's Luan against Tilsey, and here's a freeway battle for 11th as well. Or as Martinez very close to the wall there. Doesn't hit it though. Now we're looking at Konkum Jimenez. Let's see if Concom with the DRS can get the move done to the Brazilians. I think the Brazilian overtook him. Now he's gonna try and get it back. Around the outside, Jimenez is, and Concom is on the inside. Now the outside. Although Jimenez gets the position, no, he keeps the position, which he nearly lost. And now Concom is under pressure from Martinez.
Yeah, as Martinez there wasn't able to do anything on Tunet or Concom, got a bit of a poor line, trying to have a look on the inside line of the Thai driver. Now could have Huang Minh Nguyen knocking there behind. As Gabriel Gomez has absolutely pulled away. Could it be a first race win for the Brazilian in the ART?
But it's all to find out. But right now he's looking pretty good. 3 seconds clear of Henry J. Brown.
Yeah. He is certainly on the pace today, but Henry J. Brown doesn't really care too much. At the moment, he'd still be winning the championship anyways.
Now we're looking at Luan, quite close to his teammate Brown there. Would be a double Charouz podium. Pretty good result for the team. But now we're looking at this battle once again. Although this time it's Martinez under pressure from Nguyen. Or P13 that is. Let's see how this ends up.
Yeah, as Nguyen is going to have a look on the outside. He's going to switch to the inside though. Into the final corner we go. Wheel to wheel through turn 27 as they are going to be side by side down the start finish straight as always. Martinez puts the squeeze on Huang Minh Nguyen as they are side by side down the start finish straight into turn number 1. Who's going to come out on top in this battle then as they do make slight contact. Wheels bang through turn 1. Heading out of turn 2 though, it is Martinez who does hold off Huang Minh Nguyen.
Yep, great battle there once again. As we've seen so many battles this race, it's like we're running out of breath essentially. I'm not sure if you feel the same way. But Luan here now very close to Brown. Seems like he could overtake his teammate for P2. I think the team will let them fight as Brown is under no pressure right now. He'd still be winning the championship. But let's see what the two teammates end up doing.
Yeah, I don't think Charouz will have any complaints really by letting Alex Luan by if he is the fastest car. Would maybe mean that he could try and chase down Gabriel Gomez for the race lead, as Luan is going to be there on the outside line of his teammate Henry J. Brown. Henry puts the squeeze on his teammate. He's defending, keeping his line. Luan's there on the outside line though, heading into the final corner. Brown on the inside, Luan on the outside. The two Charouz cars are going to be wheel to wheel heading down the start finish straight, as Alex Luan does overtake his soon-to-be champion teammate. Not quite though, no, they're still side by side. Luan's there on the outside to the inside. Brown breaks late. They're wheel to wheel, no contact between the two. Clean and respectful racing between teammates, and it is Alex Luan who gets up into P2. What a race Alex Luan is having.
And now Brown is actually under pressure from Tilsley. So it's okay to lose positions now. He's still safe, but he shouldn't look to lose too many. Let's look at that now. Martinez and Jimenez. They're fighting. Oh, no, it's Concom, sorry. It's contact. Although no one spins. Concom, I'm not sure if he gained or kept the position. I think he kept the position. Now we look at Shotanos V below. No, we cut back to the front. Tilsley is chasing down Brown for a potential podium. Would be his first this season.
Yeah, Jake Tilsley, who was actually at one point in this season on course for a race win. I was at the Belgian Grand Prix. Unfortunately, DNF'd that race, scoring big points, and he hasn't finished on the podium ever in his Formula 2 career. He'll be looking to do that now here, though, as he's going to go on to Henry J. Brown on the inside line. Henry on the outside line, though, is able to hold off Tilsley now, and this brings Håkon Olsen into the fight.
Yeah, let's see if Olsen can keep Tilsley at bay for Brown to essentially distance himself into the into third. But it's actually going to be a difficult situation. Let's see how it ends up. Olsen gets the worst off of it. Doesn't spin, but had quite a big moment there. And now Olsen will be pressured by Schmulenberg. Although let's see now, Tilsley and Brown are fighting. They're side by side. Let's see how it ends up into the first turn. Tilsley on the inside, Brown on the outside. Now heading to the first corner. No contact once again. Tilsley's on the outside, and I think Brown keeps the position. Yeah, he does.
Good stuff from Henry J. Brown then on the defense, trying to at least hold on to a podium, but basically no matter what he does, at the moment he is champion. Michael Valyak is out, Oli Boaks isn't starting, and the rest of the guys basically do not pose any threat as there's contact between Martinez and Konkum. Nuya's going to try to get the pair of them, and he does so.
Yeah, a lot of contact this race. That was quite a scary moment actually for Olsen beforehand. That was nearly ended badly, but nothing too bad came out of that. Martinez now over to Konkum as well. Konkum losing positions. He's now under pressure by Below and Shotanus.
Yeah, we'll see if those two will be able to do anything there. Positions outside the top 10 are absolutely on fire at the moment, I have to say. They're just fighting, going back and forth. Here's Jake Tilsley on to Henry J. Brown again then. It's going to go wheel to wheel with the Portuguese man. Round the outside goes Jake Tilsley, and he gets it done and up into third. Good stuff from Jake Tilsley.
And Brown is losing position. He was in the lead. And now in this many laps, he's even lost the podium. But now let's look at that. Olsen and Brown, he could lose another position, and from Schulberg as well. But oh, that was very close to contact. I was getting worried there, but doesn't end like I predicted it. Now let's look at Olsen and Brown. Olsen could actually take 5th from Brown here. Tilsley's still pretty close, so don't count him out just yet. So gonna head down the first turn. Let's see how this ends up. No contact. That's always good to see. But I think Olsen got the position. That's Brown down into 10th. No, not 10th. No, down into 5th. And Schulberg is now pressuring him for P5.
This to me is looking like exactly what happened to Michael Valyak on the restart. He had really good pace, and then suddenly it just dropped completely, and now he's losing positions left and right. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the temperatures here at Jeddah, or it's something along the likes. It's just a tiny bit of a contact between Konkum and Below. Konkum giving the Frenchman a bit of a nudge. But yeah, this is not good for Henry J. Brown. He's gonna have to hope at this rate to at least score a few points. He'd still be champion, obviously, considering he's scoring 10 points. And that would mean that he would still become world champion at this rate. But he cannot afford to lose any more positions. He might just do that though, as Tobias Schwulenberg is there on the outside line. He's going to go to the inside of Henry J. Brown, but Brown does hold off the German at the moment. It's looking a bit uncertain for Henry J. Brown. If this continues on, he might not win the championship here today at Jeddah, as Schwulenberg is there on the inside line with the DRS into turn 27. He gets it done before the corner, and Henry J. Brown is suddenly down to 6th. If he loses one more position, the championship's going to go to Abu Dhabi.
Yes, it will, because if he ends up in P7, it would be a 26-point gap, which is enough for the drivers behind to catch up. It's quite a hard gap to catch up, as it would mean Brown would have to score no points, and the winner would have to score would have to be a championship contender, and he would have to score a win plus his fastest lap. But let's see if he stays there in P6. Now Martinez and Martinez and Nguyen are fighting for P12. That is. Let's see how this ends up. Martinez seems to have a bit of an upper hand here, and he gets it done on the apex of the corner, and now he's up into P12.
Yes, here is Håkon Olsen, looking to be on course for his second podium of the season. He's chasing down Jake Tilsley for 3rd, and we'll see then if the Norwegian Håkon Olsen will be able to get that Dams car onto the podium, as we have 2 laps remaining in this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And what an interesting Saudi Arabian Grand Prix it has been as well.
Yeah, that's been really, fighting left, right, center, middle, in the sky maybe as well. But now we're looking at Olsen and Tilsley fighting each other. Tilsley is looking to have his first podium of the season. Olsen has already gotten one in Hungary, so he's looking for his second. Let's look at Hidayat now. This could be crucial here for the championship. Hidayat v Brown. Let's see if Hidayat can get a position onto the Portuguese driver as he goes down the inside. Brown is going to try everything not to lose out that P6 momentarily, though. There's exactly side by side. No one's really in front. Brown seems to be just a bit in front, just by a front wing. Now he's gonna head down the first turn. Hidayat on the inside. Brown is on the outside. Let's see how it ends up. Oh, there's contact and Hidayat's.
Oh no!
That's a bit debatable. If that's a great solution, that's a bit debatable. But Brown stays in P6 controversially. He's really trying everything to win the title here.
Yeah, you can tell desperation is creeping in for Henry J. Brown. Adam Hidayat will certainly not be happy about that, I'm sure of it. As here's Nguyen and Martinez. Bit of contact between the two, but Nguyen slinks past into turn 2. As Adam Hidayat will be looking to try and close back onto Henry J. Brown. This is not good for Brown, or not for Hidayat, I mean. But Henry J. Brown will be doing everything to keep on to this P6.
Yeah, and it's now lap 14, so he doesn't have much time to do so, but it's good and bad for him, as it means he could lose in the final few laps, but it means his competitors just have as little time to get that position from him. Ironically, it would be Hidayat getting that position from him, who is was before this race mathematically in a championship fight. So look at this now, fight for the podium. Olsen v Tilsley. Let's see how this ends up as they head to the final turn.
Yeah, Olsen trying it there. Hidayat is going to go for a late launch to the inside line of Henry J. Brown. Is he going to be able to get this done now as we're going to enter the final lap of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? Hidayat has the DRS. Can Henry J. Brown defend for one final time in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? Hidayat with the DRS. I think he's going to get it into turn number 1. Into turn 1 is there contact? I don't think there is. They're going to be side by side through turn number 2. Brown defends from Adam Hidayat.
And now if he really knows he has to get the position, it would be crucial, and he would be getting championship now. He's trying everything to defend from a very hungry Adam Hidayat. Let's see how this ends up now. This really is the highlight of the race, I would say. Hidayat's gonna try everything to overtake Brown, just to get that position more. Let's see how this ends up now. Hidayat is gonna pressure Brown once again. He stays behind for now into turn 13. I think that is now the very long left-hander. Let's see how this battle ends up.
This could very well turn into a last lap championship decider, or last corner championship decider, but coming round the final corner, it is going to be this man. Well, he's not there yet, sorry. I'm looking at Ari Soylem in last place. But, yeah, you can see Hidayat is gaining with the DRS. He's looking to try and make it stick. He has a look on the inside line. I don't think that was it, Adam. That was certainly not it. He's lost a lot of time now. But coming around the final corner, who would have anticipated this 3 seasons ago? But he is finally going to get a win in Formula 2 to his name. Gabriel Gomez sees the checker flag first and wins in Jeddah. But into the final corner, it's Hidayat onto the inside line. This could determine the championship. Is he going to get the DRS? Is it going to be Brown? Or is it going to be Hidayat for V6? As we head down onto the line, it's going to be Adam Hidayat taking 6th. The championship goes down to Abu Dhabi. Adam Hidayat denies Henry J. Brown the opportunity to win the championship here at Jeddah. Oh my goodness, and Henry J. Brown will be absolutely gutted with that. The gap stands at 26 points now, heading out of Saudi Arabia. It is going to go down to the final round in Abu Dhabi. Henry J. Brown, unfortunately, is denied, but Adam Hidayat will be absolutely elated with that one.
Yeah, and this is, although he didn't start the race, this is very great news for Ollie Bogues, as he would be the only other driver on the field that can still challenge Henry J. Brown, as he's exactly 26 points off the Portuguese driver. Rodrigo Jimenez is 28 points off, so he cannot challenge him for the title, and Adam Hidayat, who did overtake him, is 30 points off.
Yeah, so luckily for Ollie Bogues, he is the only man in the championship, but it's going to be a very, very tough ask. He's going to have to score the full 26 points and hope that Brown gets 0. Either way, here's the results then. It is Gabriel Gomez.
He won.
Who yeah, he does win here at Saudi Arabia, and Alex Luwan is in second. Then it is Håkon Olsen who finishes third, and then Jake Tilsley is in fourth. Tobias Schulberg, a very good P5 for him today as well, and Adam Hidayat just gets it on the line there with Henry J. Brown in seventh. Nikhil Walji is eighth with Jokubas Zukauskas in ninth. Then it is Ida Weitz running out the top 10.
And in 11th, we find Rodrigo Jimenez. In the 12th, we find Rosetta Martinez. Juan Minuez in 13th, with Jean-François Bilot in 14th. Then we find Tuyerton Konkum and Roman Shatanos at 2 MPs, 15th and 16th. And we have Ari Soyu, and after a big crash, we find Michael Varek. We hope he's okay. And other retirees, where, if that's a word, were Axel Soki and Aaron Curtis before the red flag, and the two high-techs didn't start the race.
Yeah, and that has been it then for a very, very interesting Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. What a visit to Jeddah, huh? Certainly was exciting.
It was very exciting, I have to say that.
Yeah, it really, really was. But before we go, and before we go, it is time to award Driver of the Day. And personally, I'm going to give it to Alex Luwan. I think he drove brilliantly today, honestly. I think he made up a lot of positions, lots of great battles, and came home for a very, very good P2 in what has been a pretty disappointing season. So, yeah, he gets a bit of consolation for that as well. So, Alex Luwan gets my Driver of the Day.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there as well, but I want to give out an honorable mention to Gabriel Gomez. I mean, not sure where he started. I think he started P4 originally. Then after the red flag, he was in P3 and then made up positions to get into P1 and then just flew off into the distance. So I'd say he deserves Driver of the Day just as much as Alex Luan.
Yeah, that is fair enough. But that's been it then for Formula 2. Thanks so much for watching the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The action at Jeddah does not end, though. Make sure to tune in for the main event, the Formula 1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which will also be at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, where the Formula 1 Championship reaches an all-time peak, as Enis Paraschke only 1 point off Alfred Klaus in the championship, so make sure to not miss that. Until then, I have been Miran.
And I've been Giuseppe.
Thanks so much for watching the Formula 2 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Thank you, and goodbye.